With respect to interrogation analysis, it's no secret the
Bro was
benefit of
like, "Why are
hindsight
you
gives you a
building up your
considerable
Malbra?"
advantage when evaluating information. When you know a subject is guilty, it allows you to exclusively look for guilty behavior. The knowledge of outcome. With respect to interrogation analysis, it's no secret the benefit of hindsight gives you a considerable advantage when evaluating information. When you know a subject is guilty, it allows you to exclusively look for guilty behavior. The knowledge of outcome highlights the imperatives while stripping away non-essentials, and this allows you to calculate certain things that would otherwise be overlooked by cause of your own doubt. Hindsight is 20/20. Everyone is well aware of this aphorism, and what's fascinating is that it not only applies, but is far more compatible to the innocent than it is to the guilty. The reason for this is because the information you have to scrutinize is reduced when dealing with innocent subjects. When you remove the versatile factors of misdirection and trickery, you're left with relatively straightforward behavior in comparison. Of course,
JD says sharp. I actually want to watch this.
Argument that everyone is different and can react in a different manner has merit. Human
You
beings
love
are unique,
gaslighting
and there will
yourself,
always be
don't you,
exceptions to
LMAO?
every rule, especially when you take into consideration that trauma can cause atypical behavior. Yet, atypical behavior and guilty behavior are generally distinguished from each other with relative ease. And that brings us to example number 1. 37-year-old Michael Dixon.
He did it. Look at the way he's slouching. Look at his lips. He fucking did it. It doesn't matter what he did, bro. It can be the most heinous to the most fucking simplest. He did it, bro. Every single person with this buzz cut, with this bowl cut, and then they have their lips out. He did it. He did it.
Described by his peers as popular, friendly, but
That's
also
you after
unassuming
losing
and
the
reserved.
1v1.
A self-professed introvert who turned down a job as a trade show presenter due to his fear of public speaking, and kept his position as a trade show assembler instead. On August 15th, 2003, in Hamilton, Ontario, police were called to report a man breaking into a jewelry store. 2 officers responded and chased the perpetrator from the store down an alley before momentarily losing sight of them. At the same time, Michael Dixon was getting off a bus nearby coming home from work. He was the first person the police saw when coming out of the alley and was then arrested at gunpoint. Dixon voiced his innocence but didn't resist arrest and stated he would help in any way he could. He was taken to the Hamilton police station and
That's
questioned
you
2
realizing
hours
you're
after
not
his
good
arrest.
at Fortnite
What
anymore.
did he even get charged with?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Michael. It's okay.
It's American. What did he get charged with?
One could advocate this as a common policing misstep if it weren't for the suspect being described as a small white man in the 911 call. As well as not being white, Dixon is 6'3". This detective has either forgotten standard procedure to review the call to dispatch or for some reason decided to reject it as evidence altogether. Michael is informed the room is being recorded and then read his rights. He asserts he is willing to speak with a detective and help with the investigation.
With being bad at Fortnite, LMAO.
Okay. Why we're here is because earlier tonight you were arrested for breaking into a jewelry store on John Street South.
Oh yeah, come on, bro. Oh, he did that shit, man. No doubt about it. He did that shit.
Your innocence and guilt in this, quite frankly, isn't an issue.
Lee, how
the
can
evidence
you
I
be
have
bad at a kid's
is
game?
Frankly, conclusive and overwhelming. Okay? So I'm not even going to ask you if you did it. What I have to ascertain here is what kind of guy you are. what I have to ascertain.
The subject maintains a forward-leaning posture and keeps his eyes both in contact.
So he wants to have a conversation with a suspect instead. Now this has to be like a psychological trick that he's trying to play on him. I ain't gonna lie, I'm just gonna say no comment. I don't want to be here. I don't want to get to know you.
And on the same level as the detectives. He displays self-confidence and poise, while it's the detective, in fact, who gives off a nervous disposition. What Michael just did is known as a non-verbal challenge in forensic psychology. So let's break it down into components. In the next moment, the detective will
Yeah,
shift in his
bullshit.
seat to adjust his position, and at the same time break eye contact to look somewhere in this direction. Michael's exaggerated head movement that follows isn't for the purpose of maintaining eye contact. He could maintain it while keeping his head perfectly still. It is in fact to let the detective know he is maintaining eye contact. It's a way of asserting dominance in the exchange. He is telling the detective that he is
That's true. That's true. That's the type of shit I would do.
the more confident person in the room at that moment.
What I have to ascertain here is what kind of guy you are.
Okay.
Whether this is you're like a serial burglar and this is what you're doing all the time, or whether this is a one-off thing because of the power cut and everything that's going on tonight. That's all we're here for.
Okay,
So-
I understand your position. Like I say
Yeah.
here, I didn't do it, and you've heard that a million times, I'm sure, in your career. But it's just ask me questions. That's all I can do is answer them, I guess.
I've got no questions to ask you. I mean, why did you
Okay.
do it? That's basically that's my only question.
I didn't
Coming
do
from
it.
that position, and since I'm saying I didn't do it,
This is So
I really
Quilly
don't have
Get
an
on
answer for you
Fort
except to say
again.
I didn't do it.
I guess we haven't really got a
We're like,
great amount to talk
Yeah.
about. Yeah, it's like I said, whether you did it or not isn't up for the discussion.
okay, well,
It's really not.
You've no doubt come to notice how incredibly tolerant Michael is over
So the police officer tried to do the one-on-one. Let me tell you to do that. Let me tell you the trick he tried to do. This would only work on a fucking minor. He basically tried to give him an ultimatum. He tried to give him an ultimatum to where he did do it, to make him believe that he did do it. But he knows, and he's smart enough to know. I mean, this doesn't even have any intelligence. The nigga tried to give him two options to say he did it, but he didn't do it, and he's just saying he didn't do it.
the unjustness of the situation. It's the most unusual thing about his behavior, and perhaps what makes
No,
him
no,
an
no, no, no,
anomaly
no, no.
with
The police
respect to
officer's
innocent
next to you right
subjects. So before moving on to the second phase
So
of
let's
this
do this. Let's put 500 XP, 500 XP. That one move that fell from the police officer made him lose, let's say, 20. He's on 480. This nigga's on 520.
interrogation will show you a more common response from an innocent subject facing similar charges. This is 26-year-old Justin, falsely accused of breaking and entering, first-degree theft, and assault. He was arrested at his home and only read his rights to silence on the way to the police station. The footage will begin before the subject knows what exactly he is being charged with. In his mind, he knows he has done nothing wrong, and at this point is unaware he is about to be wrongfully imprisoned for just over 2 years.
Alright, Justin, get that form. You know what I read you earlier? The 19th of February. 2 days ago, so it'll be Tuesday. Alright, about 5, 6 in the morning. Where were you at then?
I was at my mother's house. You call her and ask her. I was downstairs asleep.
Did she know you were asleep at that time?
Yeah.
He doesn't see the interrogators as a threat, but more of an inconvenience. His responses are short and concise. He does not seek approval. He only responds to a question or states a point.
I mean, did she see you sleeping at that time?
Yeah, I don't never leave. If I ain't doing nothing, I stay at my mother's house. If I'm not working, I'm at home.
Bitch, baby!
You didn't go to Labor Ready that day or nothing looking for a job, yeah.
Okay.
That morning, house got broken into.
Okay.
The detective's strategy is to reveal the charges in a periodic manner. Getting a confession to
Wait,
one
was the
charge
both
at a
guy
time
innocent?
is far easier
Absolutely fucking not. These niggas are like psychological. The thing is, psychology, it comes really natural to people, a lot of people. When you're learning psychological tricks or talking to people, it's like second nature to some people. It's second nature. I don't want to really gas myself up, but it's second nature to me. Let's say, for example, I'm about to have a conversation with you, you and me. We're about to have a conversation of psychology. We're looking at each other and we're having conversations. We're looking at each other, we're having conversations, and you're trying to interrogate me. I do not want to answer, and I will never answer what you're asking me. I'm just gonna answer from what I believe. You know what I mean? And as long as people know how to be consistent on that, they'll be always good.
Than gaining admission to all of them at once. The plan is to reveal the break-in and robbery charge first, then reveal the assault at a later stage. The detective goes on to explain that the accuser named Candy said she saw him loitering around her house in the evening hours of the night, and a short time later witnessed him break in and steal a multitude of valuable
You even
items.
think a
The
nigga like this
detective
smart,
then
bro?
explains that she picked him out of a
Job
12-picture
surgeon.
lineup of suspects.
Yeah.
What
Wait,
happened
what?
to 0 and 10,
She
by
said
the
she
way?
broke in
What happened
this
to 0 and 10? What's that?
apartment. Okay, well,
Oh,
tell me
but you're still
why-
talking about phone now.
Justin is now aware of the
I'm not
burglary
even on
charge,
that no
which
more. I
holds a
don't
possible
care.
20-year prison sentence
don't
due
care,
to
bro.
previous convictions. He will now begin to forcefully assert his innocence,
Well, the next
and each
segment.
time he does so, will bring forward his posture and strengthen his vocal emphasis while making the assertion.
Alright, so I mean, she's
Wait
saying that I was
tight
there
that I
before.
can't see it.
Is that what she's saying? She's saying she's seen my face before the break-in happened?
Yep.
Man, this nigga's cooked.
Cause I didn't break in her house. I don't know who she is. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know no
Nigga's
girl
ugly
named
as
Candy.
fuck. This
none
nigga
of
be
this.
fucking no bitches, man. I could tell.
Why is she saying that
This
you're...
nigga needs to get on
I don't know
Hinge,
why
just
she's
like
saying
me.
she's. I don't know why. I don't know.
What were you doing
Some
there?
Trevor
I was not
GTA
there.
type guy.
Real shit, though.
I was not. I don't know.
That was
this
an
girl
amazing fucking
Candy.
comparison.
The only Candy that I even heard of is this guy I know named Tim Stahl dates her.
The person he just mentioned was the accuser's ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
That's it.
How do you know Tim Stoll?
I grew up with the dude, man.
The accuser's testimony was later picked
Now, let me tell you something. When somebody starts shaking their leg like this, they get shaking their leg, they're nervous. They're very, very nervous. Very, 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 very nervous. This nigga right here, he's nervous.
to part in court. She was caught lying on the stand multiple times, and Justin was exonerated. He was proven innocent not just beyond all reasonable doubt, but essentially beyond all doubt.
The last thing I heard about them two, she had him arrested for domestic violence. That's all I know about this girl Candy. I ain't never went in that girl's house, none of that shit. I didn't do that shit. I didn't, as God is my fucking witness, I did not do it. I used to be a piece of shit when I got out of fucking penitentiary. I told myself I wasn't going back. I ain't done nothing but work my fucking ass off the entire time I've been out.
Can you prove, other than you saying you did not, is it that...
To be honest, he looks like the KFC guy's son. If you guys know who I'm talking about. The nigga that made KFC. He looks like his son or some shit. Like, something around there, bro.
That morning,
When I look at niggas like this,
what can you tell, how can you prove to me that you were at home?
All you gotta do is call and ask my mother.
So you're telling me
Colonel Sanders, yeah.
You didn't
He looks
step
like
foot
his
out
son
of
or
the
some
house.
shit.
Not 1 foot.
Tuesday?
The
Not
nigga's
one.
ginger.
The detective then goes on to reveal Justin is
peach.
accused of assaulting the supposed victim during the robbery.
Take vanity mirror and you hit her over the head with it and you guys fight. And she got injuries.
No, man. And hell no, man. Get her goddamn boyfriend, Tim Stone, in here and question him about her goddamn injuries. Look at that straight right there. This sounds like it's a goddamn thing that fucking her boyfriend, Tim Stone, done fucking done something to her, and now they're trying to put it on me. I know that's what the fuck this is.
And look, that's why we're talking to you, okay?
No, this is bullshit, man, because I've tried everything in my fucking power to stay the fuck out of this goddamn fucking penitentiary shit. I did not do that shit, man.
Okay. That's what we're talking to. We're here to investigate this, okay? That's why we're asking all these questions.
I'm sorry for freaking out, man, but I didn't fucking do this shit, man. I'm fucking shaking. I did not fucking do this.
Hey, I felt the shake. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga?
Man,
Justin had already served 3 years in prison for a robbery
Yo,
in his early
bro.
20s. He more than likely knew the
Holy
reassuring
shit.
tone of the
He's innocent, though.
investigator wasn't a
Why,
good
why do you believe? Well, how could you assume he's innocent right now? I want to see what you guys are logically thinking right now with your brains.
sign. Although slightly more animated than the average person, this form of aggression is a commonplace response from the innocent being directly accused. He comes off aggressive, but in a defensive manner. He is not being hostile, but highly combative when professing his innocence. His conduct is totally justified considering the circumstance. When facing a considerable amount of time in prison for something you didn't do, this level of anger is warranted. So when compared to the forgiving composure of Michael Dixon, the extraordinary nature of his behavior becomes even more pronounced.
I really don't have an answer for you except to say I didn't do it.
I guess we haven't really got a great amount of thought.
Yeah,
I wanna go back to this guy. I wanna go back to
whether
him.
he did it or not isn't up for the discussion.
Okay, well.
It's really not. There's a number of witnesses,
Great.
one of whom had a video camera.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good. He knows what he's doing. Great. Perfect, because he knows they don't have shit on him.
Okay then.
Thanks
Well,
right
that's
there.
relieving. That's
So-
relieving, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So view the video camera.
I have.
Okay.
That's why your guilt isn't in issue here.
So then he should be looked up. If this was the case, they would have came in and gave him a deal. They would have came in and gave him a deal, Mo. This is what these niggas, that police officer so dumb. She should have came in with a deal or something like that. Like, I don't even like, these interrogations are fucking garbage, bro. And the thing is, the bluff is too easy. It's too easy to catch out this bluff.
That doesn't even make sense to me. Because if I'm on the video camera,
I would not be saying it.
that doesn't make sense. You have a video camera that shows me?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense to me.
We'll have to, I guess, I have no choice but to get a lawyer then, if this is the kind of thing you're going to go through with me.
This isn't going to go away. You're charged with breaking in. You will be
I
charged
understand
tonight.
that. Okay.
You will be going to court in the morning.
Perhaps the most upsetting moment, considering the fact that we know this man is innocent. You can see
that's
the
right,
fear
though.
emerge in his eyes as he realizes he won't be going home after this interview.
Charged with breaking in with intent. Okay, that's what's going to happen right now.
He is noticeably afraid of what lies ahead, yet
Well, then you
reacts to
get
the
arrested. I would
situation
never
with
get
reasoning
fucking
and
arrested. What are you
intuitiveness.
fucking
Can I ask you something? Okay, are you just making this up that you have a video camera so you see how I react? Because it goes
no,
that if you're saying, okay, hear me out for a second, please. If I am guilty, as you believe, because you have me on video camera, then okay, we'll go through the procedure. But I'm saying, I'm trying to call your bluff here because since I know I didn't do it, there's no way I can be on the video camera.
Well, like I say, it's not a game of poker.
Okay, well,
I've got nothing to
I'm
gain
not trying
from
to give you a
that.
hard time, all right?
You know what? I've got nothing to gain from that either way. Which is why I'm not asking you, did you do it? I'm not trying to catch you out.
If you go on the video camera, why does he need to admit it? I don't understand. This is what I don't understand, bro. There's no way in any sort of situation am I crumbling under pressure. I will never crumble under pressure when these niggas are asking me these type of questions. It's like, all these niggas that panic and get scared are the type of niggas that lose in this type of shit, Peach. The video cam doesn't prove shit. Shit. Because he's not going with procedure. In court by the morning. Do you know how court works, you fucking retard? You can't just send a nigga to court by the fucking morning, bro. There's arrangements. There's paperwork. You fucking retard.
I've got nothing to gain from that.
Getting a confession void of evidence is in fact excellent for an investigator's career. It's a mark of merit and can accelerate promotion. Michael continues to profess his innocence in a calm and composed manner for a further 7 minutes. The detective then asks that he draw out a map and specify his movements before the arrest. Every detail of his alibi was later proven to be 100% accurate.
Like I said, on the information that I've got, you're going to be charged tonight with breaking in.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do have a duty to make sure that the truth is, basically the truth is paramount, and the true version of events is paramount, and I have a duty
Bro,
to investigate all of this, and I will investigate. I surely I'll investigate this story thoroughly,
Real shit.
and hopefully,
Real
I'll be able
shit,
to
Knuckle.
find
Real
something
shit.
here,
You can
which
legit
will
just
either
not
prove
talk.
or disprove
Okay.
You know what we've discussed tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Problem is the
Bullshit.
speed at which this is going.
Yeah.
You know, like when I was on the ground, I was saying, go quickly to the terminal. I have like 6 or so guys around me. You know, like talk to the bus driver.
Right.
You know, like
I can't comment on things that
Okay,
haven't been
I
seen,
know, but-
unfortunately. But now I'm
left
kind of-
hanging, right?
Now
You
I'm
know?
looking at this. I mean, this is basically on the evidence I've got.
Gang, be
This is
safe,
the only course of events that can take place right now. But
Be
I
safe.
will certainly make sure that this is looked into thoroughly.
Okay.
I
Safe,
can
man,
give you
be
my
safe.
word on that. That's my duty. That's what I have to do.
Okay, I trust you will. I was just wondering, can I make a phone call? Because I'm supposed to be at work at 8 a.m.
You're not going to be able to be at Walker. Yeah,
I know I'm not going to be able to, but I like to phone ahead.
I can arrange that that you get the phone call to let someone know that you're not going to be at a place. Yeah.
Stupid fucking cop.
So I'm hanging out in that room
Retarded.
till 10?
The thing is, I like smart cops. Cops that's able to manipulate and exploit the edges of the human heart. If a cop can't do that, bro, then what the fuck is the point of your job? This is why you don't get promotions.
No, we'll be taking you down.
Me, if I'm a black guy and I see another black guy, I would have sat down. I would have walked in. No, you niggas, this is how I would have came in. I would have came in. I would have sat back like this. I take a deep breath. Man, oh man, oh man. Listen, man. This is looking horrible for you. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. This is looking bad. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. None of these guys can hear me on the outside. I understand. This is my job. I really do this for a living. Like, I love to eat cupcakes. I like to come into work every single morning. I'll be telling my story because you can't do nothing but sit down and listen. Every single day, I get put on case with every single multiracial person, community, demographic that is given to me. And I've looked at different cases, bro. Your one is fucked. Now, I don't care if you did it or you didn't. You will be charged. I don't care if you get your lawyer or you do get your lawyer. You will be charged. But
I love to eat cupcake CDP.
this is why they sent me in here. No, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. As both of us being somewhat cut from the same cloth. Seeing you like this and seeing what could happen to you, bro, you're looking at 20 years, bro. 20 years with no fucking parole. I really don't know how you're gonna deal with that. I really want to know how you're gonna deal with that. And to be honest, bro, whatever you say to deal with that, I don't know. I don't know how you're gonna cope with it. But listen, I could cut you something, bro. And what I'm about to cut you is gonna be the best thing I can do for you, bro. Now, if you don't want to take this, that's completely fine. That is your choice, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go back tomorrow, open up another cake, have another pancake. I got a wife at home and kids, you know? They miss me sometimes. But hey, listen. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna offer you a deal. You admit you did it. You say you did. You say you did. You say you did it to me. You say you did whatever the crime was. You robbed into the store. I'm gonna cut you 5 years. 5 years, and I'll even give you parole. Not only you're doing half the time, I'm gonna make sure you go in a bit earlier if you do good hospitality or good work within the prisons or whatever the fuck it's called.
Shut up, you're not a
And then-
good police officer, Lee.
And then you'll get off in no time. If you don't take this deal, if you don't admit what you did, and you wanna play hard to get like you're trying to talk to a fucking... I mean, are you allowed to swear? Like you're trying to talk to a female? Then bro, I'll just let you handle one of the big dogs, bro. One of my white colleagues looked over do with
That's
me, bro.
not how it works.
How do you wanna do it, man? Deal, admit the crime, or say goodbye. Nah, bro, come on, bro. That's amazing police offering. That's amazing police officing, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's not how it works. Shut up. You're not a good police officer, Lee. Cops really say stuff like that because they talk to 100 people a day, and most of them don't want to make enemies because they get hunted. Yeah, cops are trained to be nice because they get hunted. Worst police officer ever. You niggas don't understand. That nigga will be trapped behind bars, mo. That nigga, if that was me in front of him,
Worst
that nigga
police
shot down
officer ever.
Stairs.
Okay.
Bro,
to,
the guy is innocent. You
a
just
larger
gave an
custody
innocent
facility
guy
that put you
5 years.
downstairs.
But I made him admit it, right? I made him admit it. And if he says that he didn't do it, then he has to be innocent.
Well, it's not the most pleasant place in the world, but it's only for a few hours.
Okay.
Okay. From court tomorrow, what happens there? I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm
And I
kind
will
of
look
freaked.
into all of this.
I trust you will. Yeah. I trust you will.
You know, I'll make sure we got the whole picture.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you. I guess.
Okay. You're not in an enviable position, and you know.
I understand the process. I'm not satisfied with it. That's what I'm saying. You know.
And I don't
And
expect that you're going to be happy with it.
You know, and I'm thinking, I have no disrespect to you, but I know someone sitting in this chair has probably lied to you a million times, right? So I'm thinking, what can I do to convince you? I tried to give you the information. Like,
You've
You have to be nice to them. What? So what? Are they gonna kill me in a police station? Now what the hell?
okay.
My
They're gonna
main
kill
aim
me
is,
in an interview,
Two things is
like-
you get your rights
They're not killing
that
people.
you're entitled to under the Constitution of Canada,
Mhm.
and that you're treated decently, and that the truth comes out.
The truth eventually did come out, but the suspect wasn't treated decently. He was kept in jail for 3.5 days before a separate investigator looked into his alibi witnesses and checked surveillance of the area in
So when I get outside, he's just gonna kill me in GTA, I guess.
question. He was then exonerated immediately. A civil trial ensued, and Michael was awarded $46,000 in punitive damages. The interrogating officer and 3 other investigators
$46,000.
were all demoted and suspended without pay.
$46,000. And they got suspended without pay. Bro, he got awarded 46,000. That was the easiest bag of his life. Oh my god, that all of that just for 3 days in a cell. That nigga lucky as shit.